Hello and welcome to the Formula SimRacing Thrustmaster World Championship, round 16 from the Interlagos circuit in Brazil. This race concluded this season, the first of FSR, which features the new V6 hybrid cars, and what a year it has been with 8 different winners so far. With the Drivers' Championship already decided, the drivers were all focused on fighting for their teams, with some potential for movement in the Constructors' Championship. Origin front row are 10 points ahead of Thrustmaster Twister Racing, so all is left to play for in the next 71 laps. GoSpeed, VB Madcape are all but confirmed in their positions, but ACR and Musto are very close in 5th and 6th. For today's grid there were grid penalties for Quico, Laiswa and Rodger, who all set times within the top 10 but dropped down onto the grid. So the race starts like this. Peter Burek takes his first pole of the year by 1/1000th of a second to Daniel Brewer. Stefanko and Simocic are very close behind. Daniel Kiss moves up to 5th after Rodger's penalty, followed by Partington, Parisis and Maguire. Victor Ivanov ends up in 9th after Quico is demoted to 10th. With a slightly unusual grid and the Constructors' Championship on the line, this is sure to be an exciting race. As the lights go to green, Peter Briljak gets an amazing start, completely unchallenged into turn 1. The rest of the field gets away nicely with no incidents in turn 1, 2 and 3. The action all starts in turn 4 when Mike Partington suffers with cold brakes and causes a collision with Kiss and Simocic. Cameron Rodger was also involved with a crash between Disley and Giro, forcing his and Patel's retirement. Heading up to turn 6, the cars are all very close and Michi Hoyer locks his rears, causing multiple people to crash, involving Partington, Laiswa and Saxon, among others. There is 5 retirements on the first lap already. Coming to the end of that hectic first lap, and Briljak leads from Brewer, Stefanko, Parisis and Kiss. Racing got close once again on lap 4 when Michele D'Alessandro tried a move on Manusakis and ended up losing control slightly. Victor Ivanov coming through unfortunately made contact and could not save the car, ending his season in the tire wall. Back to the front and the order is static, but the gaps are slowly starting to form with Stefanko chasing Brewer for second. Jeroen Quico, recovering from his grid penalty, takes advantage from Kiss's move on Parisis and slides through also. Martin Stefanko had struggled to overtake Brewer due to his lower top speed, but on lap 14 he finally overtakes with a nice move into turn 1. The first pit stops came on lap 15 by Brewer, Kiss, Simocic and Maguire, all taking a set of hard tires. Peter Briljak pits from the lead on lap 16, followed by Jeroen Quico. Both take hards, with Stefanko staying out on an alternative strategy. Having not made his pit stop, Danny van der Niet was a target for Daniel Brewer. But going into turn 1, Brewer makes the overtake but gets spun around and falls back behind the 2 GoSpeed cars. Martin Stefanko finally makes his pit stop on lap 19, taking another set of the medium tires, and he rejoins behind Kuru Basinski. He makes a tough move around the outside of turn 1 with his eyes set on catching the race leader Peter Briljak. Kuba Basinski, still on his starting tires, is an OFR driver and lets teammate Quico through in their bid for the Constructors' Championship. This causes a train to form behind him, including the twister of Daniel Kiss. Jurnej Simocic uses this slower pace to make a move on Jim Parisis after the Greek locked up into turn 1. But he didn't stop there. 1 lap later he got past Kiss and Brzezinski in turn 4 after the 2 run wide. Then on lap 28 and 29 at turn 1 Parisis and Kiss both got past the Polish drivers, soon to make a pit stop. Brzezinski didn't make it easy for Kiss and lost the rear end on the curb, allowing Brewer and Manusakis to go through. Back to the front, and the top three are pulling away, with Stefanko closing the gap with his tire advantage and Kwiatkowski matching Brilliak pace so far. On lap 36 of the race, Stefanko is the first to pit for the second time, and he's going from the mediums to the hard compound. Parise and Brewer pit on lap 40, taking the hard tires to the end, but the Greek driver lost the rear end at the end of the pit exit and hit the safety car, causing him race-ending damage. Brilliak pits from the lead on lap 42 and comes out just ahead of Martin Stefanko with 6 lap fresher tires. Kwiatkowski pits 1 lap later, also for hards, and is 6 seconds behind, but with the freshest tires of all. Lap 44 sees Daniel Kiss make his final pit stop and come out just behind Kuba Brzezinski and Jim Parise. This opens up a good battle between him, Brzezinski and Manusakis, but on lap 50 it all gets a little bit too close if Manusakis tries to go around the outside of Brzezinski, but Brzezinski gets a better exit out of turn 5, but spins on the exit curb into the way of Daniel Kiss, who then hits George Manusakis. George Manusakis eventually has to retire, and Daniel Kiss and Kuba Brzezinski both carry on with damaged cars. On to lap 60, and Stefanko is still within the arrest range of Brilliak, but cannot get close enough in sector 2 to have a real go on the Croatian. And by lap 67 he has dropped 2 seconds behind, with Jerome catching now 3.5 seconds off the lead. On to the last lap, and James Sadler makes a tidy move on the struggling Daniel Kiss into turn 1. But this race has been controlled from the start by Peter Brilliak, and he comes across the line to take a commanding victory and 25 points from Martin Stefanko and Jeroen Kwiatkowski. Jurnej Simocic grabs second in the driver's standing after his 4th place finish, followed by Brewer, Maguire, Leiswa, Sadler, Kiss, and Kuba Brzezinski was the last finisher in the crash field race. The rest of the Drivers' Championship stays the same after the final round. Origin Front Row Racing take the Constructors' Championship away from Thrustmaster Twister Racing, a very eventful race to the end of this year. The Go Speed Racing team ends up in 3rd position, and in 4th it is VB Metcape. If you feel like you have what it takes to challenge the best in FSR, sign up to our forums and check out the Winter Series running in January and February of next year. Or maybe even sign up already for the 2017 season starting in March next year. I have been your commentator Felix van Delft, and thanks to Cameron Rodger for making these highlight videos. See you all in 2017. Goodbye.
Hey man, I got that new TMX Thrustmaster wheel. It's going down.
Xbox One?
I can't wait to play when I get home.
You'll let me play?
Yeah, after I play first. Yeah.
You know, I'll race it for it.
Well, I have to hand you.